the mic away from your mouth. You could just clip it on your shirt.
We're gonna clip it. Well, I don't want to get mustard on it on accident. Oh, wait, here. We'll just... You think that's close enough? If I pull it over closer, if I want to talk.
Yeah, I mean, you'd probably be a little bit quieter than I am.
Ooh.
Welcome back to the 5th episode of the podcast. Today we have a guest, one of my very dear and close friends, not just by proximity, but I thought you got mustard on me. Today we're eating Costco hot dogs.
I'm gonna get something on you.
He is a state famous tattoo artist. That is his.
Not even. Nobody knows who I am.
Yeah. So we're just gonna talk a little bit. I had an interesting experience today.
We're gonna solve world hunger.
No, well, we're gonna solve my love life. Hey, that's the lady that got mad at the Costco employee.
Yeah, fuck you, Costco employee.
Yeah. Do you have good luck with women?
Do I look like I have good luck with women?
Yes.
I think I have possibly more experience talking with people as far as job things, and so I think that makes it easier to talk to people personally.
Because you do it every day?
Because I do it every single day, and every single job I've had pretty much requires me to be talking to people.
Oh yeah, because you have to sit down with them for 2 to 3 hours at a time. Mm-hmm. Does it ever get too personal?
Like the conversation?
Yeah.
No, not really.
No,
not really.
I mean, it's 2.5 hours with someone.
Well, it's 2.5 hours of me being like this to them, kind of just holding them in a very consent-based way, and then causing them pain with my machine. And so
so just
at that point, we all just we just be talking about shit. I've had people break up with their boyfriend mid to. I have this one client. And she came in. She's like, so I'm sorry in advance. I'm gonna be breaking up with my boyfriend today. And I was thinking, oh damn, that's rough after the tattoo. And then she called him, and
wait.
She called him and broke up with him, and they had the thing where they would be kind of yelling at each other, and then he would hang up or she would hang up, and then she would just go back to talking with me about something totally different, totally fine, and then one of them would call again, and then they would be going at it, but nah, there's nothing.
That's crazy. What if she pulled you in on it? Yeah, that sounds dumb, doesn't it, Daniel? No, I swear. I'm not part of this. Don't put me a part of this.
Lips are sealed. Nah, but nah, usually not anything too personal. It's when clients get weird personal, I shut that down, because I don't client artist, there's a huge boundary there, and that's one that I won't cross. So
did you just tell him what did you say to him? I don't want to hear this anymore.
No. Just I've had at this point 5 or 6 different people ask me out after I've tattooed them, or before, which makes it really awkward, because it's this one dude in Seattle asked me out before we even started tattooing, and I gave him a polite no. But then it was just awkward the rest of the time. I was trying to talk with him, but
yeah, don't mix work.
Don't do that. But then
work and love.
For the most part, everybody else has asked, if you have to ask, which I don't recommend, but if you have to ask your artist out, do it at the end of the appointment, not at the beginning.
So that right way before.
God, it's so weird. Yeah, but no. I would never. Do not interact with clients on that level. That is a professional and personal boundary that shouldn't be crossed. But anyway, no, it doesn't get too personal. I've heard pretty much everything from people.
That's crazy. No. Do you hear anything political?
Yeah, I guess so. It's voting season. Go vote. By the time this podcast is out, it's going to be too late. But you have 365 days maybe to vote. So get at it.
It's 4 years.
You have.
Don't do the math. You should have voted.
1,400. Is that about right?
Yeah, something like that.
Well, because 4 times 4 is.
Okay.
Is somewhere between 1,400 and 1,800.
I feel like people like to get political with people they don't know, especially. That's the one thing they're comfortable with.
No. Well, different age range, because my average client is within 2 or 3 years of my age, so that's 27 or 22.
Okay.
And no, they're usually just chill. Usually just talk about life and how life is awful and everybody is poor and they work too much and they're tired and stressed. And then I'm yeah, dude, same. Usually people will not say things that are, dude, they're hella lost. Look at that. Remember they got out of the car that was to our right, and they're in the middle of the. How do you forget that you're over on this side? Unless they're waiting for friends.
Maybe they can't drive.
Well, it looks like she's being like, no, you lost the car. And his hands are in his pockets. He's like, no, I didn't lose the car, sweetie.
They look very young. Do you, we don't have to make this about tattooing the whole time. I know that
I will tattoo you right now.
Yeah,
give me a pen.
right now.
It's awesome.
What if someone were to get a first tattoo? I mean,
forehead.
I'm not gonna say where. I'm not gonna ask where because I'm sure you get that one a lot. That's like probably a common question. But why would you convince someone that doesn't want to get a tattoo but it's like on the edge? Because for example, Caden was like, I don't really know, but I want to do something like meaningful and like I still don't know about it.
Yeah. Well, never my place to like tell somebody that they should or shouldn't, even though I do that to all my friends. I'm like, I should get a tattoo, but like at the end of the day, if somebody doesn't feel like that is the change they want to make to their body, that's totally fine. I do feel a lot of it comes down to people's like outlook on their permanence or impermanence with life. I feel like everybody who is very casual with it and they're like, yeah, I'll just get this here or this here. They have a very like relaxed, non-stressful to them outlook on life of like, yeah, I'm gonna die in like 60 years. It doesn't actually matter a whole ton. And some people take it much more deeply and like heavier than that, and that's totally fine. I don't think there's like objective right or wrong here, but yeah, I don't know, like there's no like super the best right reason. There's a lot of like wrong reasons I would say to get a tattoo. Like if you're getting a tattoo specifically because somebody else is like pressuring you to, so like sometimes somebody will come in, not to me because I'm like appointment only, but like at walk-in shops and be like, yeah, my girlfriend really wants me to get her name tattooed, really wants it, and I don't want it, but she really wants it, or like something adjacent to that. That's probably not the best because yeah,
the intention is bad,
or the intention is not from that individual, and a tattoo is so like personal to you that I feel yeah, you should take it with like the understanding like it will be with you for the rest of your time, which like isn't really that long realistically.
Something you told Caden, I'm pretty sure you told Caden, is if you just draw it on yourself and see if you like waking up with it.
Yeah.
I wish I did that with like 5 of my tattoos.
Yeah.
But
well, it's never too late. Sharpie.
I could draw it on again.
Yeah, draw it on again. But yeah, literally just like draw the thing, just the general shape or something in a Sharpie every couple days. So you like looking at it. I recommend like for a first tattoo, like a teardrop to show that you're really sentimental, and maybe like up by the eyes so everybody knows you're really in touch with your emotions. For legal reasons, that's a joke. Don't do that. That's a prison tattoo that shows you killed somebody, unless you did go to prison and kill somebody, or killed somebody and then went to prison. But first tattoo is like, I think it is good to know your pain tolerance, and so I don't recommend starting in the worst of the worst spots, even though like a lot of people do like ribs for their first tattoo, and then it kind of sets them up for the rest because like there's not a whole ton that's too much worse than the ribs, except for like extreme spots. But I don't know, I feel like forearm is like a nice decent start. Down on like the side of the calf or around the ankle is kind of a painful spot, but it is like a pretty safe spot, I would say, like societally, because it's down and out of the way.
Remember when that was a thing where Starbucks, like places like Starbucks, you couldn't have tattoos?
Oh, don't.
It was a huge thing. Like when my sister worked there, they're like, oh, she had to hide her tattoos, and now like every employee has tattoos.
If you don't got tattoos, you can't work at Starbucks.
You're not allowed to work there. You have to get a Starbucks tattoo. Yeah, my first tattoo was this one. I'm not really proud of it, but
You guys know what this is from? You guys know what this is from?
Don't say it.
This is peace, love, and positivity.
Oh, he got it right.
From NF.
Oh, yeah, he got it wrong. Okay, but
50-50, it cancels.
The first tattoo he did on me was a Perry the Platypus. That was probably my most proud tattoo. It's still there. It's a little bit messed up.
It's really messed up.
But it was a long time ago. It was like
3-4 years.
Yeah.
3.5. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I have an Among Us tattoo. So.
Among Us. Yeah, I want to get more tattoos, but it's been like a year and a half or so. And
what was your most painful tattoo, my good fellow? Did I do it? Was it your ribs?
Yes.
Fuck.
It was 2 of my tattoos that you did. I have a rib tattoo, and when it peeked into the armpit, that's when it hurt. And then I have a like chest one, and when it peeked towards the shoulder.
Oh, the sword.
That's the samurai sword.
Wasn't the white pretty nasty on you as well, or is it just the healing?
It was just the healing.
Yeah, that's like a thick ass pigment. Makes sense.
Yeah, this fucking freak gets 2 hot dogs every time.
I'm a glizzy fiend. Glizzy gladiator.
I can only get one. They make me feel like garbage.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. But I found like it compounds. After one, I don't feel any worse. So the second one won't make me feel worse than the first one did. So
I don't know. I feel worse after the end of the first one. But
well,
I guess that's a good way to think about it.
There's a chance my like caloric expenditure is more. So I need to eat more. But also like I've just been like stretching out my stomach because like on my last trip I wasn't able to eat a whole ton because I was in a city. I was in Chicago and the air quality was garbage, absolutely garbage, and it was making me queasy and sick amongst other things. So I was throwing up a lot and I wasn't able to keep food down. So when I got back I was like, my stomach is so small and weak, I can barely fit food. So I've just like been inhaling a lot of food recently. I've been climbing a lot. So
really? Haven't or have? Have.
My joints are always sore.
Yeah, I want to start climbing again.
You're welcome to climb with me whenever you want, if you are free, and I am also free.
That and hiking. Him and I just went on a hike recently.
Yeah, we hiked to Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
In the water, actually.
Yeah. We actually climbed the water. We kayaked up. Yeah, we went to Dog Mountain, which is just a pretty niche hike, I guess, if you don't know much about Washington. And Jesus Christ. Sorry.
Where is Niagara Falls?
Utah? Probably in Niagara. Ow. Sorry, the sun is blinding me.
Now we're both being blinded. Now it's like,
no, just cover yourself, because I can sit right here.
Cover myself? Are you slut-shaming me?
Yes. Cover yourself.
Damn, the year's not even over, brother. See, I don't actually have tattoos. Sorry, go on.
You know how people like boast about their New Year's resolutions? Do you feel like you still follow the resolutions that you had? I know you're a very goal-based person, but or do you feel like you're still following the goals that you had set previously? Well, I'm definitely not.
That's a really important topic. Well,
I can talk about mine. It's fine if you want us to finish chewing.
let me swallow. Pause.
Pause. Bear speed like.
I feel like it's really all about balance.
It's really all about balance.
I feel like you need to, or at least for me, I have had to realize that like it is important, like goal setting is important, and I think regardless of the time of the year, because like humans are just like, yes, this is the beginning and the end of the year by this specific number. And so time is arbitrary, right? Like it will pass no matter what. You can set your goals whenever you want. And it is like, I think it is like so valid and important to complete those, but I think it is also important to understand like we are creatures of change and flux, and there have been times in life where like I've been pushing for goals that were no longer anywhere near what I wanted, but I was like, I set the goal, so I need to do it. And like,
what do you do then? Do you break off from the goal, or do you just...
I think it takes like some sitting down, just like, in your head with the voices and like analyzing, like, is this something I really want still? And if it is still something I really want, no matter how hard it is, like, am I going to keep pushing that goal? Or has something shifted about how I am thinking about the world, thinking about myself, and that goal is no longer relevant? And what can we do from here? Like, is it set a new one? Is it change it slightly? And things like that.
Can you give me an example of one you've had recently without exposing? I guess
the pants are going to stay on. No, tattooing. Because, like, I thought it was going to be my thing, right? I've been no life to for 2.5, 3 years or so. And that's like professionally working. But before that, I was like busting my ass at every job I had, drawing whenever I could. Because I was like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be the fucking best ever, which is vague and not specific. And I feel like if you're setting goals, you need to be specific, because if you can't be specific, you can't have like actionable steps, and then you're not going to go anywhere. It's just going to be a hope and a dream, not an actual plan. But when I started, I was like, I am going to pass this guy, the guy who did my first tattoo, because what a weird fellow. I had a bad experience, and I was like, villain arc begins, I'm going to be better than him. But that was such a shallow goal, right? And I pushed really hard, and I achieved some arbitrary numbers and milestones in the career that made me be like, okay, I've hit that goal. And then the next thing was just like, I'm just going to keep pushing at this. I'm going to give this everything I have because I'm really good at it. Not to honk my own horn, but like, honk, honk. But I think this year, with all kinds of crazy life changes, has been accepting and realizing that you can be amazing at something. You can be so good. You can be the best. But if it isn't like what you want, and if it's not fulfilling you, then just because you're good at something doesn't mean it's meant for you or you're made for it. And so realizing that, like, I love tattooing, I love doing my job with it, I love drawing, you know, I love client interaction, I like to be able to make people feel more comfortable in their bodies, but at the end of the day, the job and the medium is taking more from me than I want to give to that particular medium. And understanding that, like, I find more enjoyment in painting, in sculpture, in just illustrative drawing than I do in doing tattoo style work. And so I think that's the point where I was like, I was pushing so hard and I had all these huge tattoo ambitions and I could keep pushing for them, but I had to sit down and understand, like, that's not actually what I feel is healthiest and best for my mind. And so, yeah, I think majority of the first half of the year was just fighting with myself of, like, part of me being like, no, you're so good at this, you've busted your ass for so long, you need to keep going. It's the sunk cost fallacy where it's like, oh, you've put in this much time, so you have to see it through. In the same way, like, you and I both have a bunch of friends who are finishing degrees that they don't care about. Mm-hmm. And they're like, oh, well, shit, I've already put in 3 years, I'll go one more, even though I'm not going to use the degree, or I don't like this anymore. Yeah, and so for me personally, I was like, yeah, I cannot keep doing this forever. So I've given myself 2 years to ease out of the career into something that brings me more fulfillment, because, yeah, this year I was realizing, like, hey, I am mortal. I am going to die soon in the grand scheme of things. We're just here in the blink of an eye, right? And as long as I am the captain of my little ship here, as far as I know.
You know, I heard a quote. I heard a quote yesterday. It said, "Follow the plan, not the emotion," and that kind of, it's almost on the same barrier. It's more about discipline than anything. But
yeah.
Following the discipline and doing a thing, which is what you did. Like, obviously, and you're still doing it now, because the emotion would be to quit tattooing today and figure out the second most desirable career that you want to go after, and you're just following the plan, which I think is the right thing to do.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was saying. It's like, it cringe, but it is really about the balance, because, like, obviously you don't want to be a quitter that's like, oh, I feel a little bit different right now, so I'm gonna stop doing everything I was doing. Was this your cup of water or your cup of ice?
Yes.
Can I have some of it?
Yes, you can. So,
how good are your mics? Are they good? Are they pretty good?
I heard that. Okay, you definitely heard that. So you're just sticking to the plan for 2 years?
Stick to the plan, but also, like, altering things. Next 2 years is going to be building merch empire. DentedToad hoodies drop next year, 2025. I don't know when, I don't know how, but they're gonna happen.
I'm holding you accountable to that, because you said that like 2.5 years ago.
I did. This is the year. 2025 is my year. But yeah, no, balance and understanding, like, yeah, take a check-in. We were talking about, it's the swimming thing. That's how I think about it, is like, you can swim with your head down, you can be pushing really, really hard, but I think it's important to, like, lift your head out of the water sometimes and take a look around, see where you're going, make sure your direction is right. If you need to alter it, that's fine. And then put your head back down, get back to grinding away at it. And, you know, I'm not the best example of taking breaks, but with my body, like, quitting on me kind of within the last year and having a bunch of, like, health issues, it is, like, very important. I'm realizing that breaks are good. Take your breaks, get your sleep, drink your water or your melted ice, whatever you have.
Resting is part of the grind. Believe it or not, that is part of the progress. Like, a good rest day is great.
It's true.
But don't let that rest day turn into 5 rest days, because I've done that before.
Yeah, 6 is fine. 5, no.
5, no. That's how I feel with photography. Like, I love it, but, like, it doesn't feel like my thing. I'm good at it. It doesn't feel like my thing.
Yeah. And I mean, that's the thing, is like, the next thing that I transition into for money, because unfortunately, like, you gotta make the money to pay the bills, will not be the thing that brings me the most fulfillment and enjoyment. But ideally, it won't be taking away as much from me that could be used for things I actually enjoy. Whereas tattooing right now takes everything I have, which I mean, realistically,
Physically?
yeah.
And mentally?
Physically and mentally. Well, because it's like,
financially?
Yes. Oh my god, it's so expensive. So expensive. Gamers. Last year, okay, wait.
You don't have to say numbers, but like
this month I spent $8 million on one bottle of ink. No, it was 6.
Yeah, but he's told me numbers. He makes a lot of money from it, but he also spends more than not more than he makes, but like a decent amount.
Sometimes. Last month, literally gamers. Full transparency, last month I made negative $2,000.
Well, that's just tattooing.
That's just tattooing,
That's just
boys.
the love of the game, baby.
Love of the game. You make negative money sometimes.
But you can put that towards your taxes.
It's true. It's true. Yeah. Have you always had blue eyes, or did you put those in today?
I put them in today. I have contacts.
That's really cool. Yeah. I also have contacts, but
they're actually the remote controlled RGB.
Yeah. So you know, I went through a weird, disgusting-ish, gross feeling breakup recently. And what do guys do when they go through a breakup?
They change their eye color.
Change their eye color. They get new eyeballs. No, I was gonna buzz my head, but it's already buzzed. So, new tattoo is gonna happen on the left side.
No, he's gonna get a bike.
And I'm gonna get a motorcycle.
He wants a motorcycle.
And I'm moving to Colorado because
no better way than to leave your problems. Run away from your problems.
Run away. Gamers, when you have problems, just run away from them and pretend they don't exist. And surely they'll go away over time and won't compound and make you feel worse.
I don't think running from your problems is the right idea, but you got the right mindset.
Change of scenery for sure, Skis. Yeah.
Scenery and pace. Well,
change of pace.
I mostly brought him on today because I made a podcast talking to myself and I just hated it. And as long as he's here, at least there's someone to listen to me talk. You can use that as your mic stand too.
It's sticky.
Oh, yeah, maybe don't.
Busted on it earlier.
You got a lot of shit on your shirt.
Ah, my shit on my shirt. No, I was saving that for later. What did you do? Would you like a Nutrigram bar? I have a couple in my car. Would you like one?
No, you can get it after. I definitely want one though.
Sick. Yeah, no, I do need to go in a second, but let me grab you a bar.
That's fine. Yeah, no,
yeah, I will be right back. No, trust me, this is important. I got you. 1 second. Let me get you a bar. Let me get you a bar.
Don't look at my ass. Well, he is gone. I appreciate the listen. Ow, my God. Having a great day. I do appreciate him coming on because it was very last second. I gave him no context, and he just decided to join me. We're right by the airport, so there's big planes overhead. He brought the whole stack. Are you gonna eat any of these?
No.
No?
Those are for you.
Okay. Do
you want another one?
I can literally fit all these in my side pocket.
I could fit them up my... Anyways.
Well, do you have any questions for me?
Do it jiggle?
Yes.
Nah, when are you gonna lift your BMW, brother?
I'm not gonna lift it.
You wanna swap? I get whatever you have, and you have my lift?
No.
Is your car level, or no?
Yes.
Sick, because like my Crosstrek isn't, because like the front lift is greater than the back. Front's 2 inch, the back is, because it's a leveling kit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I think that's what rake is when it's a little bit lower in the front.
Now, I was thinking about getting like 3 more spacer kits and just really stacking it up and then dropping my wheel and tire size down. I was thinking like, because I'm on, are those 15s? Yeah, 15s. I was thinking going down to 10s.
It looks, your car's going to look like a door wedge.
Yeah. Well, no, because 235, 75 R15. Yeah, no, those are 15.
Do you have any goals for the next like month or 2 that you want to just achieve?
Bust my ass out so I can get rid of 4 teeth.
Okay.
My wisdom teeth are coming out. So literally like the biggest thing right now is like making enough to pay off wisdom teeth. Which is unfortunate because it came up at a very unfortunate time because I'm like about to do 3 more travel-y trips, which are also expensive, but sleeping in my car when I can, saving money, just not eating food, is really great for you financially. Not really good for you physically, but drink a lot of water and you'll be fine.
Okay. Well, that's your only goal is to make money for your
teeth? I want to get a couple paintings done. Because of fragile, weird mental state, I've honestly just been like in rest mode, to be honest, and understanding like I only have so much creative energy, and if I want to use it well, I need to be in a good rested mental state, and so.
And it doesn't really take much effort to just kind of swing the paint around. Then you have to let it dry for like, what, 5 days? 6 days?
Like a couple weeks.
Couple weeks. Wow, damn. I thought it was only like.
No, but the painting is just like fun little side thing. As far as like creative energy for like illustrative and tattoo projects, I want to make sure I give that full effort and attention, and I cannot do that if I am not feeling good. And so I think it is like important for me to be feeling okay, and so that's just like doing my stretches, doing my workouts, climbing, you know.
Do you stretch every day?
Yeah. Stretch every night.
Every night?
Yeah, every night. I wake up and I do my pull-ups and my planks, and then I stretch every night.
That's smart. I need to do that.
Drink a lot of water.
I do not. That's my goal for the next month, 2 months, is to go to the gym every day that I work, since I have a gym at work, and then eat better. Those are like the 2 very main goals.
What do you define as eat better? As we
don't eat out. As we
got Costco.
Don't eat this because it's cheap and ugly. And bare minimum, get Trader Joe's frozen meals, because those are cheap and they're way better than fast food.
Nice. How many orphans are you gonna punch this month?
At least 3.
In Minecraft.
That reminds me, I was at,
excuse me?
I was at work.
You got 30 seconds, go.
And I dropped my laptop charger, and some random dude comes up to me and he picks it up for me. He goes, "Here you go," before I could even pick it up. He goes, that's my good deed for the day. I'm like, what I told him I probably shouldn't, because I was at work. I'm like, now you gotta go punch a dog.
Yeah,
And he didn't say anything. Oh my gosh. So if I get fired, you know why.
Harassment.
Harassment, literally harassment.
Literally, verbally.
All right. Thank you for being on the podcast.
Thank you for being on my podcast. Next episode drops, it's not my podcast.
Yeah, in 4 months. Okay, peace.
4 months. That was 4s.
Peace.
Okay, you gonna get in the car? Or?
Yeah, I'll get in your car and you get mine.
Do you want me to take my trash?
No, you can leave it. Honestly, you just...
I have a lot of trash. Okay, in my car. It's fine.
Thank you. Bye. I can't find it.